All right, we're going live right now.
Okay.
All right, folks, going live. Getting ready to have a commitment with Brandon, with Faizon Brandon. Looks like got an excellent shot at getting him. Let's see. I'll make sure everybody hears us good. I haven't done live in a little bit. Everybody hear us good out there? Everybody's saying hello. And hello back to you. I got Chilmont on today with me to go over
on,
this.
Big J?
Yep. Chilmont's been watching the recruiting. Things are going really well. We're well into the top 10. I think we're ranked number 6 right now, and I'll show that here in just a second.
Yep.
Y'all give me a thumb. Okay, sound is good. Good deal. Just wanted to double check. Let's see. Let's pull up our recruiting now. He's going to be not only on 247, but he's also going to be on Instagram, which I have pulled up here. Let's see. I doubt he's doing anything with that just yet, but I'll check it just for the heck of it here. I would think it won't pop in there until about 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, nothing's going on just yet. So I'll remove that.
Don't they usually run a little late too?
Sometimes they do.
Yeah.
It just depends. I'm going to pull up our recruiting rankings right now, and we'll take a look, see at that, and see where we're sitting, kind of go over some of the we've actually picked up some really good players. I mean, excellent.
June and July were great months.
Yeah, here we go. We're sitting at number 6 right now, which is not too shabby. Let me pull this up. Here we go. Yeah, with George, of course, being our top one. And then we just picked up Lagonza. We've had Douglas Utu. And, of course, Deshaun Brahm's a brand new one. Also, Mr. Dye here, defensive line. I mean, just a lot of really, really good players. Travis Smith, the wide receiver.
Yeah.
Just these are really big dog blue chip players. Many of them are in top 100, depending on which service you're looking at.
Yeah. And picked up that good edge rusher and some other guys in June. And, yeah, we've been kicking rear end in recruiting here this last couple of months. It's been awesome.
Yeah, top 6. Well, having those 4 top 100 guys, like I said, it depended on the service you looked at, but every one of them was in the top 100, which is outstanding. You can't ask for much better than that. So now this obviously is a 2026 commit that we're looking at today. But it's I'm telling you, if you were going to drop a map and say, how do you start out the season or the year for recruiting? Well, let me have the number 1 player in the country. And, oh, by the way, let's make sure he's a quarterback.
Yeah.
That's the perfect way to get started.
Yeah. I mean, the linchpin for the whole team.
Yeah, because what he's going to do, he's going to recruit for you the way George McIntyre has done. George has done a great job. He's really helped bring in a bunch of great players.
Yeah.
And so I'm fired up about that.
Well, that's what you want. Those top players can do a lot of your recruiting for you.
Yeah.
Because guys want to come play with the best players.
I'm going to pull up, let's take a look at some of his highlights, Chilmon. I don't know if you've seen a lot of them, but here we go. You'll see him right here. Uh-oh, wait a minute. I lost it. Share screen. I'll pull it back up. Huddle.
Yeah, I've seen some of them on your other videos. They've been good.
There we go. Now you can see, like I said, he's really a pocket passer that also can run.
Yeah.
And like I said, we'll just watch some of his highlights here. 6'3", 200 pounds, and he's just a junior. And of course, you know how much weight these guys put on from junior to their freshman year in college. He'll probably put on 20 pounds.
Yeah, a lot of these quarterbacks are just sticks when they show up. The fact that he's that big already, and plus it makes him a lot more durable when he gets in the SEC, because you got to be durable. You got to have some toughness.
Yep. See how, I mean, he's got the speed that you want.
Yeah.
He really doesn't like to run, but he will if necessary, just exactly the way Hendon Hooker was.
Yeah.
Because he likes to show off his arm, but he's got good touch. You know, I don't think it's a Joe Milton situation to where he's going to, take your hands off with every pass.
5-yard pass, 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, this guy is going to be – he's pretty much ideal for a Heupel offense too, because of that ability to run. Because, Hype, he wants his guys to run about, 20% of the time, something like that, just to keep the defense honest. Because what that does, if they come up from the edges and they come real strong and he cuts underneath, there's nobody there. He can run for 20, 30 yards, no problem. And that's what Hendon used to do so very well. He would
And that
take
breaks the
advantage.
defense's spirits too.
Oh, it does.
You've got everybody covered. You're doing everything you need to do, and all of a sudden there's a seam, and the quarterback takes off and makes an easy first down, and it just, are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's crushing. And especially if you're an edge rusher and you come from the outside and he cuts underneath where you were, you feel like an idiot.
Yeah, he steps up and takes off, and you're like, really?
Yeah, he's running for days. Just like see that edge rusher came in there, and he just went underneath him, and he's gone.
Yeah, makes people miss too, looks like.
Yeah. Well, like I said, he's got the size to where he would be very difficult to deal with. I'll tell you what, you get a guy 6'4", he comes in there about 230. You're talking about a Cam.
Oh yeah, and that height is such an advantage at quarterback too.
Absolutely. That was the one thing about Bryce Young. He was only 5'10".
Yeah.
So that was a bit of a problem, but he was such a magician out there.
Yeah, he was a freak athlete.
Yeah. So let's see. Yeah, you can see he's got the touch and all that. Let me remove that and get us back in here. So should be outstanding. Let's see. He's going to be about 9 minutes away. I'm going to put on I'll have it on here just in case, because he might be on his Instagram earlier. It might be on the other guy early too.
Yeah.
So I'll have that ready to go. 247, and also, I'll check the Instagram here in a minute. Yeah, they haven't started yet, so we're in good shape.
Well,
y'all. Go ahead.
I can have somebody say hi while we're waiting.
Oh,
here.
The Bam.
Yeah.
Bambi always
had to go to
the show.
Is he on? Bambi had to go to the vet this week. She needed a 20,000-mile update. So
tune up.
Yeah, a little tune up.
She's getting a little long in the tooth, isn't she?
Yeah, she's 13, which is fairly old, even for a little dog.
Yep. We had here's a question. They wanted to know why George went from a 5-star to a high 4-star. He wasn't able to perform in the wasn't the Elite 11, was it? Or was it 7 on? I think it was a 7-on-7. Yeah, he injured his thumb and couldn't participate. And that, look, they need to see you. So there's not much you're going to be able to do about that.
Well, and I've said this many times, unfortunately, a lot of times seems like when you commit to Tennessee, you automatically get dropped a star.
Well, I know that's always Wilmot's position.
It's not that everybody cheats.
It's much longer.
Yeah, I'm not paranoid. It's just they're all out to get us.
David Sanders is committing in a couple of weeks, I believe. Isn't it like the 17th or something?
Yeah.
I tell you, we got burned so bad on that 5-star offensive lineman last year.
Oh, I know. I hated that.
I've been trying not to fall into that too much this year. Of course, here's the nice thing. We picked up a 5-star Lance Hurd, who is now a sophomore, which is a better pickup.
Yeah.
So that really worked out well for us. Let's see.
And I haven't read any updates. I've been doing stuff, but since fall practice has started, I think they're really high on this team. The coaches are, they're kind of keeping it close to the best.
The big question marks are obviously going to be the defensive backfield.
Yeah.
They seem to be quietly confident about that, but I'm not until I see it.
No.
So
the fact that they're not hyping much, but kind of grinning when they ask about them, that makes me feel pretty good.
Yeah. They do have rankings, but there's very few teams that have very many players. I mean, we're talking about 2026 here.
Yeah.
So we're 2 years ahead of the game. So I wouldn't worry about that for a few months until we get, everybody needs to have at least 10 of their commits before you can really start ranking anybody. Because you could have 3 and somebody else has 1, but you have 3 2-stars and they have 1 5-star, and you're still going to be ranked ahead of them. Let's see. Yeah, I agree. Let's get us some 6-stars. That would be fine.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
I'm cool with that.
Let's talk about Kentucky for a minute since we got a little bit of time here. Kentucky's been put on probation. If y'all have not heard, this just came out yesterday. And this has to do, I don't know do you remember Chris Rodriguez? He was all SEC first team running back, that beast, 235 pounds. It was really hard to tackle for Kentucky.
Yeah, he was sick.
Yeah, he was a great player. Well, he had been suspended. Now, he got suspended for a driving infraction on top of that. But he got suspended along with a couple other players, and they never would tell us what it was. And it was back in 2021. And the coach said, well, the players have rights. I really can't talk about it. And I was like, rights? I was like, this must be a legal thing. Well, it was not a legal thing. Turns out what they were doing, they were going over to a hospital. And I can't remember the name of the hospital, but they were getting paid to work at that hospital. The problem was they weren't working. I think they were just going in there and clocking in.
Yeah. It's one of those no-show jobs.
Exactly. And getting a check.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
So it got out somehow, some way.
Of course, that was pre-NIL, wasn't it?
Yes. Was when nowadays that's nothing. You wouldn't even have to go over there and do anything.
Yeah, just here's your NIL money.
Yeah, I think he might have had something to drink. That might have had something to do with it, Jack Black.
Yeah.
I was trying not to say that. Try to be nice to him. I don't know if he deserves it. But anyway, they got 2 years probation. They got fined. They have to vacate 10 of their wins, which here's the good thing. Well, first of all, it doesn't affect any other team because it has nothing to do with anybody else's record. The way they do that is they take away your wins, but they don't give the wins to the other teams that you beat.
Yeah.
They don't do that. What they do is it kills your record, like the coach's record. He goes from a very winning coach there to kind of a middle of the road type guy.
Yeah. Brings your percentage down and your winning percentage.
Yeah. Now, I've never been a huge proponent of the vacate stuff because nobody really cares except the coaches.
Yeah,
I guess that's the reason to do it is just to hurt the coach.
Yeah, it's actually after the fact. It doesn't really affect much. But the bowl bans is the big thing.
Well, here's the thing. If they're going to vacate 10 wins of Kentucky over that, what about Michigan? Are they going to vacate that national title?
Well, I was thinking the other day, I was watching one of your other videos, and I said, man, I haven't heard anything about Michigan lately. Have they just decided to quit that investigation? But then all this new came out.
Yeah.
And they fired that coordinator or whatever, assistant at where Connor Stallions was on the sideline there in his Mission Impossible
sunglasses.
I'm surprised he didn't pull the mask off, and there he is, like Tom Cruise.
It was special.
Yeah, but a Michigan coach on another team's sideline in their gear, really?
Yeah, the thinking is on that they're going to give them a 2-year bowl ban. Now I know they're going to do the scholarship stuff. You can count on that. But
they had a worldwide sign stealing organization covering half the globe. It's kind of like Spectre from the James Bond movies.
I think you're right. Yeah, that was unbelievable. Yeah,
you need to do a clip of the guy. They don't show his face, but just his cat, holding the.
Oh yeah,
and that's Harbaugh.
Harbaugh report. Got out of town. Harbaugh got out of town. He said, "I'll take the money and run."
Yeah, he got on his horse and got out of town.
Yeah, let me.
While the getting was good.
What's going on here? Okay, that's
anything we got.
Let me pull up our little. I doubt he started yet. Like I said, they're bad to go a little bit late on these things.
Yeah.
Let's see. Instagram.
Well, it's not quite 3 yet.
Yeah, nothing yet on that. Let me remove that. I'm also watching here on got 247 too. They haven't done anything yet either. So we're still fine on time and when they pop. I feel great. I mean, every single crystal ball is pointing towards the Vols.
Yeah, I mean, he may pull a fast one, but and change his mind at the last minute. But I haven't seen anybody project him anywhere but Tennessee. Have you?
I haven't either. No, I haven't either. I think he's already told the coaches a few days ago. I did see one thing that he'd already informed them, but that's, we don't know that for sure. This would be a shock. If he doesn't pick Tennessee, it will be a huge shock.
Well, yeah, like you said,
I feel like it would be NC State. It would be like the opposite of what everybody's thinking, Alabama and LSU.
Yeah, yeah.
It would almost be something, almost have to be like a hometown thing. But I know he's been wearing Tennessee garb and that kind of stuff. So I just
that's a hint and a half. And yeah, I mean, I never 100% believe it till they put on the Tennessee hat, because they'll usually have multiple hats. And that was a good one. The kid the other day, he started to put on a Tennessee hat, but then he put it down, and then he started to grab another hat, and then he put it down and reached under the table and grabbed another Tennessee hat and put it on.
Yeah, they like to play games. I watched
the
other day. The guy had like 7 shirts on. He kept pulling shirts off.
Oh yeah, and he took off his shirt and he had the UT shirt on.
Yeah, well, it's the biggest day of these kids' lives if you think about it. I mean, they've had everybody and their brother talking about them forever, and then to suddenly have to make that decision. The nice thing is, you used to be stuck. If you made a bad decision,
yeah, you can do anything.
Now you can leave the next year.
Wow.
It's not a problem. So
you can leave in a few months.
You're not under the pressure.
And then even if you got an NIL deal, you can just cancel that and go pick up an NIL deal somewhere else.
Yeah. Yeah. It's quite interesting to see how this plays out. Like I said, they're not under near the pressure that they used to be.
Yeah.
Used to have, we're stuck for a year. And the other thing that you got into trouble with was if you wanted to go to a SEC school, the coach could block you.
Oh yeah. Saban did that a bunch.
Oh yeah. He liked blocking them. And so a lot of coaches did that. They get mad about it. They didn't want to have to face you.
No.
Which makes sense. But I mean, it's also very petty when you're making $8 million a year.
Yeah. And this was when the kids weren't making anything except under the table money.
Yeah.
Not that Saban would ever have done that.
Let's see. What else were we going to talk? I think they had something. Oh, they got to pay I was talking about Kentucky. They've got to pay some big fine too. But my question is, we still don't know. I wonder if they had to lose any scholarships out of that, because that's a pretty big deal. If you think about it, that's not unlike what Jeremy Pruitt was doing.
Yeah.
I mean, he paid $60,000 to kids. What's the difference between doing that and having a kid show up for a so-called job? Now, I tell you one thing that saved them. They couldn't connect the coach to that so it made it a level 2 instead of a level 1.
I got you.
I think they cooperated, whereas Jeremy Pruitt did not. So that also played a role.
Yeah, the big thing is, I'm telling you, the big thing is, and if you up the wrongdoing, you're still going to get punished. But if you don't cooperate, they really want to. They can take that personal.
Yeah, they get steamed about it. They really do.
I mean, they literally take it personal. Oh, you're not going to cooperate? Okay, now we're really going to lower the hammer on you.
Yeah, yeah, they get real mad about that. That's what I was telling you. They're very sensitive.
Of course, the fact that we kind of blew them up is still incredibly gratifying.
Which team is that?
Oh, with Tennessee, we blew up the NCAA.
Oh my gosh!
In that court case, it
was weird.
Flipping awesome.
That whole situation was so weird because they didn't need to do that. They'd already nailed us.
Yeah,
and they really handicapped us. And I think what happened is, first of all, you had a new sheriff in town. You had Charlie Baker come in as the president. So that was part of it. But the other part of it was, I think they were mad that Tennessee had won 11 games the next year, like 2 years after they had nailed us.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, you were supposed to be down in the dumps for a few years after what you'd done. And then we were right back, better than we'd ever been just about in the last 10 years. And I think they were like, okay, something's going on here. Well, we need – I don't think they took their punishment properly. And so they decided they were going to jump on the Nico airline flight, which I guess was supposed to hitchhike over to Knoxville from California.
Yeah.
And they were mad because his NIL had paid for the flight. That's perfectly.
That's what it's for.
Yeah, that was really a weird thing. I don't know what happened with them, if they just kind of lost their mind.
I mean, what's the difference if he'd have taken the NIL money and paid for it himself?
Yeah. Very odd. Very odd.
But I think they saw us as another easy target again, and they thought we'd roll over like we did the first time. And the plowman and everybody said, no, we're done with you guys.
Trying to see if he's doing anything here. Stop screen there. Not seeing anything just yet. Not seeing anything on 247 either. Matter of fact, they're not even showing up just yet. So, like I said, these things usually take a few. Oh, I'm froze up. It's probably just the internet. You're not.
No, we're good here.
Yeah, I'm froze up for just a minute. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Still? Okay. Yeah, it'll unfreeze in a minute. It'll unfreeze. I've never had it link up for very long, though. Get me back to the stage.
Let's see. Oh, did I lose you?
Yeah, just for a minute. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can't see you.
Yeah, I know. Not sure what's happening there. I'm still here, though. It's like radio.
Yeah, it's turning
here in a minute, I would think. It must have froze up. Odd. Let's see. Add to stage. What the heck? Well, anyway, I'm still here. Let's see what's going on while I'm waiting.
Okay.
Let's see. Present. I'm going to pull it up. Instagram, share. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. Breaking. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Let's see. I'm going to remove that. Weird. Not seeing anything on 247 either.
Yeah.
They've blacked out. Wonder if they're dealing with the same thing I am.
Oh, yeah. It's hard to say. With its storms all over the country, it's hard telling. Might have knocked out their internet.
It may not be a storm. I don't know what this is. This might be a YouTube thing. I don't know. I'm still here, though. I can hear you. Everybody else, can y'all still hear me fine? I'm assuming you. I know the video of me is not there. But I think I'm going to check something. I'm wondering if this is a YouTube thing in general. Let's see. Or it may just.
This is the team.
No, may not. It's not that. Let's see. Let me pull him up here. See if anything's going on here. I don't see anything there.
Yeah, nothing yet.
Because I recall you just hit right here and it pops up whatever video that if he's live. Check down detector. Let's see. What else we got going on? This is not good. Dagnabbit. Let's see. Tennessee. Pull up the commits here. Dagnabbit. No, he hadn't shown up just yet, Chili.
No, not yet.
Okay. Well, it's let's see what time it is. It's 3:09. He should be doing something.
Well, somebody's got, I'm not sure who this is, but looking on YouTube, they are talking.
Let's see. Yeah, it should be on two.
Yeah, I think he's.
They're completely blacked out. On this phone. So I don't see anything there either. Something went wrong. Let's see. Maybe I'll know here in just a second. But I haven't seen that he's committed just yet. Let's see. Skip. Okay, now it's showing somebody talking. Let me see if it's showing anything on Instagram.
It looks like they're at a table. I saw they're
Okay.
on another YouTube channel.
Let's see. Yeah, he should be committing here pretty soon. I can't pull up. I'll get copyrighted if I do that.
Yeah.
They'll copyright me. So I don't want to go through that. But like I said, it usually doesn't take long once they get up in front of folks. Let's see. It's just a guy talking. It's nothing.
Oh, yeah.
It's probably a coach or something.
Yeah, I think it is.
Let's see. I'm going to pull up his I'll at least pull up this right here. Let's see. Present, stop screen. All right, let's pull up his highlights. We'll take a look at those while we're waiting on him, because I expect that he'll be committing here in just a minute. Carolina Jackpot said he's going to Connecticut. Let's see. Now he's still, the coach is just sitting up there chit-chatting.
Well, like I said, if until it actually happens, I'm not going to call it 100%. But
yeah, it looks like, well, it's 99.99.
Yeah,
I don't think there'll be much question about that. Let's see. Nope, just talking. Nobody's doing anything just yet. Let's see.
You got many watching, John?
We still got about 300. I'm losing some because my screen's out.
Yeah.
I have no idea why. Let's see. Move from stage. Like I say, when you go live, sometimes you have issues that you can't control. And probably the only way I could fix that, I'd probably have to go in and out of the studio, which would.
Yeah, it would shut down the feed, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I don't want to do that because, like I said, we're so close to him committing here in just a second.
All righty, announced. We got him, John. You there? You there, John?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got him.
Sorry.
I think he just committed.
Okay, I'm not seeing it here on the screen. It looks like he's just talking. Where'd y'all see?
I think that's up. I actually saw it on Talking VOLS, I think.
Let's see. Yeah, he's still talking on the 247.
They may be behind a little bit.
That's possible. Let me see. No, he's still on the 247.
It looked like they just showed it on.
He's moving, so it's not like it's frozen. He looks like he's just talking. Let's see. Oh, Hayes Fawcett, says VOLS. Well, that's usually Carla. That's you can pretty much spot on with him. He doesn't miss. Kangaroo. He hasn't said yet. I see. That's what I was thinking. Let's see. Kangaroo. Yeah, he's messing me up. All right. Now I don't know how you know he's committed yet because I'm watching.
What it looked like on.
Let's see.
On that other channel,
Okay.
unless
All
I
right,
misinterpreted. I had the
Here we
sound
go.
down, but the guys were.
Now,
He
he's
put
about
on a
to pick.
hat.
He's about to pick. What's he got? Tennessee. Here we go. Okay, he's committed now, folks. Tennessee. I was way behind. Well, I'm just watching it right here on 247. And he just put the hat
Yeah,
on.
still nothing on 247 yet.
Well, on this one, it just shows him wearing the Tennessee hat. But he kind of faked him out a little bit. He had his Tennessee hat underneath. But, yeah. I don't think that was a big surprise to Coach Heupel. Oh, yeah, here we go. Now he's got on his Tennessee shirt. Excellent.
Can you pull that up or?
Let me see. Now, see, that should have been on Instagram. It's not showing it. I'm not an Instagram expert. It might not have been. It might have just been 247. It might have been exclusively them.
It
And
might
if I
have.
pull up 247, they'll hit you with copyright, so I can't do that.
Yeah, yeah.
This is a little bit like radio for me, folks. Sorry, there's nothing I can do about it. But anyway, he has committed, which is great.
Well, we got him. We got the #1 quarterback.
Yeah, I mean,
For
you can't ask much
2026.
more than that. I don't know what more you could want. Let me pull up. I wonder if sometimes they go ahead and put it in the listing. Let me get in here and see. We have. Oh, wait a minute. I'll be 2026. Let me pull up 2026 here, Chilmont.
Yeah.
I think that's probably our only one.
Yeah, that should be our only
They
one.
don't have him down yet. Yeah, they don't have him in there yet. So that's great. I'll figure out this why I'm not showing up on the
Okay,
screen.
yeah, here it is. Go Balls 27, 5-star quarterback, Faizon Branding, #1 player 2026, commits to Tennessee, chooses Vols over Alabama, LSU, and NC State. They
Yep.
definitely made me a huge priority from the start, he tells Ryan Callahan.
Excellent.
Big deal. Big deal there.
Yeah, that's great. That's fantastic. So now we've got the #1 player in the country for 2026.
We got
and
number.
we can start. I guess they'll be starting on 26 here now.
Oh, I know it.
I think
And we've
Auburn
got,
started with a pretty good jump. Auburn's doing great too. We've been super hot, but they've been even hotter. It's been the two teams that have really been killing it.
Way to go, Heupel and crew.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll cut it off here. We'll mind. We've done 30 minutes. Plus, I can't get my camera back up. It's not the camera. It's something to do with StreamYard.
Something to do with the connection, but that's okay. We got the guy.
Yeah, that's the most important thing. We can live without seeing my ugly face. Well, we got to have these #1 recruits.
Absolutely.
I appreciate y'all watching. And oh, wait a minute. Let me pull up something here. I forgot to do something important that I think we'll enjoy. Well, we at least got to enjoy it that way. Oh, one last thing too.
Roadhouse.
Double our investment in Omaha.
Omaha.
Omaha? Omaha! Omaha!
Or you could use work.
Oh, Bambi's fired up.
All right, folks. Appreciate y'all coming on. And
See you,
we'll
brother.
see you next time on Sports Talk Jay. Live is not easy. It's not easy.